Buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. This is the top 10 most thematic games relating to board games. Now, setting is very different to actually a theme. Behind me got meadow. It's just a meadow. That's it. There is some theme going on, but a theme means typically relates to actually the mechanisms very much integrated. I'll give you a great example of that later on into this list. So all of these games I do have in front of me, or I'll have a link through to them as well, apart from, I think, only two, but one of them is kind of a derivative of that game anyway. The first one in the list is in fact the game I don't have in front of me, and that is Star Wars Imperial Assault. This is very much called Star Wars in a box, a great way whereby you are dungeon crawling and fighting your way through. Is pretty much a re-implementation of the game Descent, which I highly recommend you play out as well. And it's one of the best dungeon crawls out there. So very interesting game. I prefer Descent over Star Wars Imperial Assault slightly, but it's a very skirmish-driven game as well, and hopefully find that one interest. Next up, we've got a game which, funny enough, is another something inside of a box. And this is a game you can play as well and check out on the channel, numerous videos. This is War of the Ring. So War of the Ring, this is very much, again, Lord of the Rings in the box. Apologies, I've got something in my eye there, probably the dust. And as always, people sometimes say, why do I not just have an image through to it? Well, partially that's just because the speed in which I'm making these videos, I presently don't have the time to do that. But also it shows you have physically got a copy of the game, which has a bit more integrity, in my opinion, compared to just showing an image and maybe the fact it doesn't show that I've played the game. And you can tell that actually I do have a video for it too. The next up, we have got a game called Findorf. Now this is very much a re-implementation of the game Power Grid in some respects. I find it Power Grid light. You might have seen my videos for this too. And this is a game whereby, yes, it's like the 19th century, late 19th century, and you're building out coal and you're building out steel and rail, and you're looking to basically make the villagers and the people of Findorf very happy. It's named after this chap Findorf too, not this perhaps chap in particular. But what you're looking to do is, yeah, you have various different levels of coal and peat that you're going to get through and rail, and you're going to be going out and making sure that you can do your best job possible to get the most points, to make sure people are satisfied, to win the game. So that is Findorf. Again, check my full video for a bit more understanding of that one. Now the next one doesn't have an IP attached to it, but it's very, very much a sandbox game, and that is Western Legends. I've left in shot with all the expansions and the wooden insert, which you can check out as well. More videos coming for that as well. And this is very much do whatever you like on a board, but the fact that you can gamble, obviously they're actually poker cards, you're playing poker to play stuff out. The fact that you can choose to rob things, the fact that you can choose to rustle cattle, get on a train, do all kinds of stuff, become a sheriff, become an outlaw. Very much a thematic game in my opinion. And I highly recommend you check it out. And especially, like, again, if you want to immerse yourself, very much like a role-playing experience, all of these games will do that for you. And role-playing games in particular, I'm not a massive fan of because I get too immersed in them. I've